Greg. Mike. Two bandits.
Watching
Bluey.
This episode is called Yoga.
What up, party people? And welcome.
Say it quietly one time, please.
Episode 16
Is it 16?
of Two Bandits
Us. Two of us.
Watching Bluey. I am your holly jolly host,
Holly
Gregory Painter.
I like that.
And with me is the Mary, the Nutmeggy, the Mistletoe-y, Michael Martin.
You found me.
I
And
found
with me
you.
He's eggnoggy.
We're
and-
on that Christmas creep, Mike. We're on that Christmas creep. 2 weeks out.
What are you doing to me?
2 weeks out from that most wonderful time of the year, buddy. Are you excited?
Oh, I'm swimming in just.
We got fresh
glee.
powder on the ground here in Syracuse, chilly
Uh.
second city, as we all know. Hey, Mike, what do you want for Christmas?
I want to know how much snow Australia gets
Ooh, well, I'm
for
thinking
Christmas.
For Christmas, I'm thinking none because it's summer there.
Well, right now, yeah. I just mean in general. Like,
Oh, you said for Christmas.
like, are there?
Hey, Mike. You do know that Christmas is still the same day for them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
No,
just making
it's-
sure. Just making sure. It's Santa comes all around the world that one night. He doesn't just go 2 times and,
Santa's a beast.
he
Don't-
is beast mode. Shout out to Saint Nicholas. And also,
Uh-oh.
shout out to episode 16. This was an interesting watch for me.
Yes. This one's a pickle.
There's a pickle. This one,
too soon to pull out that phrase. I get that, but this one's a pickle.
it is an interesting one. This one, it gave me a lot of feels as far as, a lot of stories that came to my head. A lot of things this made me remember about things that happened in the old Painter family life, specifically my little lady Olivia. But we'll
Okay.
get to that because first,
Uh-oh. Are we cutting?
2, it's Wiki Bluey time.
Our friends from Wikipedia.
Synopsis. Here we go. For Bingo, she loves horsing around with her dad, but sometimes he forgets that Bingo is smaller than her sister. Mom teaches Bingo how to use her big girl bark to keep their fun within her limits. And we rag on Wiki Bluey sometimes. We pick on him. We say maybe that's a weird, maybe you missed something. That's the episode in a nutshell. Pretty strong.
Unfortunately, I think this is one of the times that I could say this is not a 3-hour movie.
This would be a bummer of a 3-hour movie, I think. we can't have poor Bluey or poor Bingo getting her booty kicked for 2.5 hours before the lesson shows up. That would be a rough watch. That would be a rough watch.
That would be the most depressing movie.
It would.
No.
And I speaking of depressing, my first note that I made depressed me to write down.
Yep.
They give that exterior shot of the healer house.
Uh-huh.
That felt very Peppa Pig to me.
Oh,
That
really?
shot, because
With
it's
the
like
crow?
it's house on the hill with like that's not what their neighborhood looks like when we look at it, street level view. It looks like that
Mhm.
fake Peppa Pig giant house on the hill thing. And I know we've seen shots similar to that, but it just kind of clicked in my head a little bit more this time.
Yeah, no.
Peppa can't hold a candle to anything of Bluey, as we've discussed. But that shot was like, oh, that's kind of Pepper-esque.
As somebody that has
Peppa-esque.
experienced a lot of Peppa Pig, Golden Boots is the only great episode of that show, just so you know.
Hey,
Um,
not to the Peppa Pig rabbit hole here. Peppa Pig for around 3 years was banned in our house
Well,
for being
why
for being hot trash.
Oh
Basically,
my god, you dropped heavy hammers
For-
on that one.
for basically that reason, it was not teaching lessons. It wasn't happy and positive. It was just bleh.
It's funny because you told, I think the first time you told me about that, you said, okay, we're just rabbit holing, whatever. You said to me, you're like, the reason I don't like the show is because the kids say the word boring.
Well, that's one of the things that started it. That's one of the things that started it. Because then Emily was walking around. I was like, "This is boring." It's like, nope. There's nothing positive about you. There's no life lessons. There's no learning. There's no improvement. Give me some good old Daniel Tiger. Give me some Bluey.
Back to Bluey.
Give me some number blocks.
Back to Bluey.
Oh yeah, Bluey. That's right, we're a Bluey
Storybots too.
podcast.
Storybots. for the win.
Storybots. Shout out.
Oh my gosh.
But here we go.
There
Time
we
to
are.
Start. But this is gonna be a rough one because there's no times for games today.
There is no time for games.
We're working from home.
You got to work from home.
Whew. That right. And
He's
again,
cleaning the counter. He's doing his thing.
He's cleaning the counter. He's doing his thing. I'm going to interrupt you again because that's going to be this kind of episode.
That's how we are.
This hits home. Especially, I work from home. I've worked from home for the last 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the times, kids are at school, this, that, the other thing. But then there's times when it's summer vacation. Kids are around.
Okay.
Days off. It's so hard being that working from home parent with the kids wanting to play, kids wanting to do,
Dad.
and having to, pull back.
Dad.
Exactly. I've had time, and it's gotten better. They've learned the zones, but I've had times where I've been, on conference calls, just blah, 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 video conference calls, and then just looked to my right, and Olivia's just kind of standing there, or Emily's standing there, just kind of like staring at the screen. I'm noticing everybody in the conference calls just kind of smiling and laughing. I was like, whoops.
Kids there.
Whoops.
Really?
Yeah. Again, we've kind of taught that, like, if you see Daddy's office doors closed, we don't open it and run in and tackle him while he's working. But
You have your hotel number on there. They should know which room
they should
not
know.
to-
Put that "Do Not Disturb" sign up. But
that
no,
would be great if you had one of those.
I mean,
I'm
that's
gonna buy one.
Yeah.
I will buy one for you.
Fantastic. But a lot of diversions. Apologize. Let me just catch this next elevator and get out of here for a second so you can be in charge.
Okay. Ding. The music.
Elevator music.
Joff comes in so strong with the elevator music because it's just there's nothing going on, and then ding.
And it's just, and I didn't hear, I listened to it on my TV, watched it on my TV first, then we did our second watch, and I'm not sure if my speakers aren't strong or my music was down. I didn't really catch that the first time through. It was a beautiful little touch.
It's so cool. I can't even begin to explain how fun that is. It's just a up and down, but the kids want they want to keep playing.
Keep more and more and more. And I really like too because we get a lot of this too, but you are playing, like I don't have time to play, and then casually playing, but you are playing, that fun little, just not what I'm saying, what I'm doing, and you're 4 and 7, so you don't get or 4 and 6, so you don't get the joke I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
But that's not enough. They want more playtime, and I've got a funny feeling we're going to take a little bit of a break here to talk about Dad's office again.
Going back to Dad's office?
We're back in Dad's office. We're on that yoga ball. I think I might need to get myself a yoga ball too. Because that just, I told you before we recorded, I was digging around. It's like, I might want to try that. If that helps his back, that might be worth giving a go.
He's done his back.
He's done his back.
He's talked about it in previous episodes.
He's done his back, and I'll get to that in a second. I don't
Okay.
want to
Go ahead.
triple story tell.
Keep trucking.
But any thoughts on The Office? Anything else that jumped out to you this watch through? Because I know we've talked about the bones before and the treasure chest with the key.
Are you gonna? Which way are you going? No, you go ahead. Are you talking about the top right hand corner?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I think we're talking about the bottom right-hand corner.
I saw a Reddit post that somebody said that in the top right hand corner he has something from his, possibly archaeological.
Archaeological?
Got it. Cool. Digs, but there's something that looks like a D&D style of bag of holding.
Really?
In the top right hand corner. So it's a weird.
So he's a wizard.
He's something.
The fans can't see sure. Mike shrugged with indifference. Audio format, but that's okay.
Howdy.
But no, the thing that I was going to point out, in the bottom right-hand corner, there was like a weird torso that was on top of a black box of gems.
Oh, what?
Is that like a weird torso that only thing I could think is that like one of those sparring dummies that people use to work out with? It's like it had like weird rounded ears and it had no arms, and it was just like this weird little torso on top of the gems. And I could figure, again, he's either the Zodiac Killer, and that is a victim that has been, put in plaster, or that's like a workout buddy. Like one of those little punchable torsos.
Oh, I know you. Okay.
You okay over there?
Like one of those get fit, like bodybuilding.
Yeah, where you like punch it and beat it up, and that's your workout.
I have no.
Pull it up.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay.
You think he's beating up a little?
Well, what do you think that is? It has no arms, if I'm seeing right. It looks just like a little plastic little sculpture. It's either that or it's like an archaeological
Discovery?
Yeah,
Because it's sitting on
the crystals,
on crystals,
geodes or whatever.
So I'm
you call
not.
them.
Yeah, he found his own materia, and that's not punchable.
Yeah.
That's discovery mode.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna give that discovery mode. That's up to you. I mean, the map. Now the question also is the map on top that he has above it. What's that of? Because that's
It could be Mogadishu, but we'll get to that a little bit later. It could be
pulling up them drops.
That's what I do.
But
But
no,
yeah.
I think if you punch that thing, you're breaking fist. Honestly, you got no shot against.
So
it.
you're not saying that's like a rubber plastic thing? You think that's like
I think that's stone.
You think
in
that's
some
stone?
fashion.
Okay, they probably shouldn't punch that then. Probably shouldn't punch that. But this wasn't a dad joke. This was a Rug Island where
correct.
you end up playing all day. Dad actually has to work. He's working from home. He's got some stuff to do.
He does have to work from home. Yes, he's working today.
But the kids, go in, got that tee as they're waiting, stands up to print something, steals the yoga ball, and poor Bandit just beefs it right on the floor. He's got a bad back.
He's got an office
And he
chair.
just fell. He has, but he didn't sit in it. He went from
not.
I've on occasion did the whole I think there's a chair there and sit down and there doesn't feel good.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's more like more of the times it's I forgot that I set my office chair lower than it was and I go to sit in it like it's at the normal height and I fall that foot and it just scares the bejeebers out of me. But yeah, not a good feeling, especially on that hardwood floor.
I mean, I have fallen down stairs before multiple times. I haven't done the chair beef, so
There's still time. There's still time.
There's still time. Yes, as a 35-year-old man, I'm looking forward to the beefing it on there.
So next thing that caught my eye here that gave me just fear.
Okay,
When they pushed that yoga ball down the stairs, oh, that could have broken so bad. So many glasses and coffee tables and knickknacks.
Anything.
Fossils.
Also, I'm very proud. The healers have the same style of couch that we do. Carrie and Mike.
You and your dear wife? Ooh.
They have the same style. It's the...
You've inspired them, because I think you had that couch before they did.
So I'm very excited to know that, we got the same mindset. So I'm getting on my way to be a healer.
You're getting there.
We're
one step at a time.
How much? 16 steps at a time. We're 16 episodes in, right?
I feel like you're more Lucky's dad level, which is not a diss, but I feel like I'm the bandit. I got the two little girlies.
I'll take it.
You got the one dude.
You got
the Lucky's dad.
I've got Lucky.
Every bandit needs a Lucky's dad. Never forget that, buddy.
Where to, Gumshoe?
Where to, Gumshoe? Giant ball. Wreaks havoc. Luckily doesn't break anything. But, Bluey kind of, why do you need that? He needs that because of his back.
He's done his back.
And all those nappies they changed.
Yeah, he does say that. I love that.
He does say that. And as we've talked about, this is one of my most relatable things with Bandit because I had done my back pretty good when I was a young father.
A young bandit.
But it wasn't from changing nappies. I'm not sure if you even know the story, how I first done my back.
How'd you do your back? Oh no, I'm actually really concerned.
So Livy was in her early crawling stage, and she was crawling, and I was doing something in the other room. I came out and I saw that she had crawled right into the bathroom with toilet seats up, because I'm a bandit and that happens sometimes.
Yep.
And she was going to try to pull herself up, two of her small, clean, pure child hands onto the toilet. So I dove for her to keep her from doing that. And that quick movement, I just heard a pop. I was literally...
You heard a pop?
I heard a pop. Whoop! Right in my back.
A what?
And I was down for the count, no joke, for 20 minutes. No joke, 20 minutes. Beth found me 5 minutes in with Livy crawling on my face, just slapping me.
And you're just
and I'm just
consoling her
flat on my back, just it's all good. Everything's fine. I'm gonna just hold onto your legs so you don't try to crawl down the stairs or anywhere else. So
oh my god.
I get it, Bandit. I get the done back issues.
Oh man.
It's a tough life. it's a tough life, but it's got to be, well, you know.
It's gotta be something.
But you know, it's game time.
Now it's
We'll
game
get
time.
back. We're back to the healers, away from the painters. It's game time, and Bandit's boinging Bluey on the yoga ball.
Yep.
Then Little Bingo wants her turn.
Yeah.
It gets a little intense.
It does get a little intense. So the intensity, I think, is the same from Bingo to Bluey, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Ooh.
the music is more intense.
It
The-
gets dissonant.
The view, good word. I'm going to look that up later, but I definitely know it.
100%. Joff coming in strong, man.
You know, the music, and then you can see Bingo's eyes just concerned. Like, while it's the same height, it does that whole vertigo type of thing where it looks like it's a mile that she's getting thrown.
Oh.
So we're seeing this isn't Bingo's best moment right now.
It's
She's not.
not. It might be a 3-hour movie, but
But not one I want to watch.
not one I'm watching either.
But getting
I'll watch a 7-minute episode about it, but I'm not watching 3 hours of this because Bingo's feeling it.
But yeah, Bingo's not having a good one. But we moved to a little more fun now.
Okay.
We're reading some Mixed Up Murphy, which second episode with Mixed Up Murphy in it, if I recall. I believe Bob Bilby. They were watching Mixed Up Murphy. So I know you're playing the whole I've never seen any of these episodes before game in your head, but I think Bali might be Greenie's mom.
What is Bali?
Bali is the name of the yoga ball with an awesome hat that's about to get a cool tattoo.
It's Greenie's mom.
I think that's Greenie's mom. Yeah. You know, Bluey takes care of Greenie, helps out, but I think that Bali is the OG mom. Makes sense.
I need a picture of you looking like the guy from This Day in Philadelphia with a conspiracy theory board. Of
You mean
you
Always
making
Sunny
that.
in Philadelphia?
That's what it is.
This day in Philadelphia.
Woofa doofa. I swung and missed. So hard. With you picturing it all out for me.
There's plenty of conspiracies here to let you.
Why do you think that though?
Because she's green and bigger.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. My conspiracy board is one straight line.
Wow, that was easy.
I did it.
Oh.
But poor Bandit getting mocked here. That big dad has been sitting on you all day.
That's a little.
Poor dad. He's pretty fit. He has that punching bag thing that he uses to exercise with his fists of stone.
If you were to picture Bandit, because I've watched a handful of episodes lately. Picture him human size. Where's he at? Like, what's his
Ooh, that's a good question.
guttural structure?
I feel
Because I'm putting him at like 230 or something. Like, I think he's got some beef to his bones.
I think I'll give him about 5'10", about a 215. I don't think he's not. There's plenty taller dogs out there.
Yep.
You know, so I don't think he's hugely tall. You know, I think he's built. He's not like a.
There's a couple episodes where he talks about he's just not feeling it, and he's got he's got his back issues and
he's got his back issues, but he's really good at squash still. So
yes, that is true.
And again, he can ride a skateboard like a champ.
He can. Yeah, too shy. Okay, we're still early, so.
So I was very concerned. I guess I haven't watched this episode a ton of times previous to this.
Same. Sorry.
But, Bingo staring. At first I thought it was stickers, and I think it is just stickers. But like, looks so confused looking at those 3 stickers. Like while Bluey was talking to Bali, and just like, which tattoo would you like? So at first I thought she was upset, but I think it was just like in deep thought over what tattoos to give her good new pal.
She's
Bali.
so gung ho in this episode.
She wants to be a big kid.
She wants to play, man.
Who wants to play?
Larn.
There you go. Larn wants to play. I thought I saw Larn meaning.
Larn is, in definition, a dialect form of learn.
It is Old English, learn. And Bingo is trying to learn something this episode. Connections.
It's good, man. That's good. You can't. Yep, that's good. So, Larn's in there. I also love their watermelon rug. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, watermelon rug?
Yep, they have their little watermelon rug. I think it's the cutest
fruit.
thing ever.
My favorite fruit, and you picked on me for that.
I like the rug. I don't like the fruit. So.
Why would you like to? Hold on.
I think it's a cool looking construction with seeds and the green on the outside with the red on the inside.
Maybe that's what I'll get you for Christmas. A nice watermelon rug.
Just a watermelon rug or just a watermelon?
Well, both. Watermelon rug made out of an actual watermelon. What could go wrong?
Oh, biscuits. I was going to say all Christmas, but I can't do that.
In 2 weeks you can.
Oh.
So, Bandit
Yes.
recovers the ball, shocks him, surprises him, gets it back.
Yes.
And he, like you said, he does have his rolly chair. And then Bluey, gets that please face. Please, let's play delivery chair.
That's not a fair face, man.
I was about to say, my kids, when they get that please face, because Emily definitely tries that now and Livy's trying to learn it too. I'm kind of immune to that at this point.
Oh, no.
But, I'm a good dad. I love my kiddos. Like, they get away with murder a lot of the time. But that please face doesn't work. But I think if my kids' eyes actually turned into stars. Like Bluey's did, that would probably be first, I'd be very concerned. But second, I'd probably let them get what they wanted.
So we have a couple Bluey plush toys. Bluey's toy is not that, but Bingo's does have the stars.
Yeah, Bingo does have the stars in the eye for one of her stuffies. I've seen that.
Oh, so whenever I look at it, I'm just like, oh, we should get a Bluey one. Can we get a Bandit one with that? Get Bandit stars?
I gotta believe they had to learn it from somewhere.
That'd be cool. But Please Eyes are not fair.
Please Eyes are not fair, and it works. We're playing delivery chairs.
Whoop! Bandit's working from home, man.
But first, gotta stamp those kids.
Oh.
And like you said, the stamp was the same for both, except, and again, this might just be in Bingo's head. When they said it was like, for Bluey, it was stamp. And then for Bingo, stamp.
Yep.
Just sounded louder. I don't think he just hit her harder, but I think it was just, kind of like how it looked like she was getting dropped from a mile up.
Yep.
In Bingo's point of view, this was way more intense than she expected.
Yep. What happens there? Oh.
Yeah.
It's bummer ski again.
It's a tough one. It's a tough again. Not a 3-hour epic needed for this one. But where's Bandit delivering the kiddos?
I can't read my handwriting.
Get in the app, my dude.
Mogadishu.
Nope. Mogadishu.
Mogadishu.
And as we all are aware, that is the most populous city in Somalia on the Indian Ocean, with a population just under 5.5 million folks.
Because Bandit knows exactly how to get there, of course.
I'm sure he has done some archaeological research there.
How far away is that from Australia?
Somalia?
Yeah.
Somalia to Australia in kilometers would be, 10,000 on the nose.
Really?
Yeah.
Like exact?
Yeah. 10,000 kilometers.
That is.
Or for our U.S. listeners, 6,215 miles.
Holy guac!
It's a trip. It's a trek.
That's.
Well, I mean, they travel. They've been to the United Kingdom, which is further. They've been to Paris. I think I remember them saying at one point. They've been all around. They're world travelers. I mean, if Chili works in airport security, she's got to be able to get cheap discounted tickets. Well, and with the fact that he needs to do archaeology, he's going to want to travel.
Yep. And
all makes sense.
We've talked about they've probably experienced a lot in life beforehand. Before the kiddos.
Oh, for sure.
It seems like they've had their
action-packed
50-state road trip.
Exactly. They're in painter mode hard.
There he is.
There I am. But we get to the delivery.
Yep.
We throw Bluey in the bed, laughs and giggles, and everything's great. Again,
Chuck.
Bingo gets thrown.
Just
like
slow down.
Slow-mo, just scared, and then just face flat, not happy.
She goes full statue.
Yeah.
It's just boom. And it's just, Dad, too much, man.
Too much. And again, I've got two the same size, and I'm like, let's play wrestle. It's like, okay, play around with her, and then get to Livy.
Suplex.
And then it's like, that was too rough, So it's the same deal, It's hard to remember to pace yourself with each kid.
The
just
balance.
Getting to the balance. Exactly.
Yeah, that's not easy, man. So what happens next?
We got the next game. That game where you go dum de do do that dum while you throw a ball and chase us. Oh, you mean Raiders? Now,
which is
you're not so much a movie buff guy. Do you
Raiders
get the
of the
reference?
Lost Ark.
Okay,
Got
thank
it.
you. Which I enjoy even more with the whole archaeology thing.
Yes, that's
You know?
exactly what it is.
And again, this was another one that I felt
Woo,
this.
got one.
Because even before Sean existed, before we knew of the Sean episode,
Mhm.
the big thing at our house, with me being a bit of a bandit, was I would just go with the kids with like the Sean hand puppet
Yep.
and be like, na na
Uh-huh.
na 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 na, and then just kind of like, the Jaws music,
Don't do that.
and
to
just
me.
like attack them. Except 9 times out of the 10, instead of attacking them, I attacked my wife, who knew it was coming and every time still screamed in fear. Love you, Beth. Love you every day. But the
Beth getting the call outs today.
but the adaptation of the different Spielberg movies into playtime,
Yes.
I felt that was cool.
I think so too. I do. As somebody that doesn't. No, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, I don't.
Somebody who
I
doesn't.
don't watch those movies.
Any movies, but that's okay.
Sorry.
So we're playing Raiders.
We're playing Raiders.
And a couple things that jumped out here. First off, I don't know when the episode drops, but backpacking, we kind of get the origin of backpacking over the kids' shoulders there. They got that picture of Chili and Bandit, hiking through the mountains with their backpacks on.
Uh-huh.
So enjoyed that. How many bedrooms are in this house, Mike?
Bro.
Because I counted at least 10 doors.
I think the hallway?
Yeah.
I think
That was very Looney Tunes
it
kind of
is.
moment
I think
to
I
it.
think they exaggerate it just a smidge.
I hope. Otherwise, this
If
house
not,
is huge.
That one's got
Why are we sharing bedrooms?
An extended bridge over Lucky's dad's house because it's and so you were talking about the backpacking episode. You're talking about the picture of them, the two of them.
Yeah.
It shows up like 4 times in this episode.
Really?
It's so interesting because it's just, you can tell how much of history that the two of them have, and I just love that.
Yeah.
It says a lot. As somebody that didn't have a kid until we were 8 years into marriage ish. I apologize if I'm wrong, Carrie. It's so cool because they show their history. Like
Exactly.
we've said, they
lived
have,
a full life before kiddos, and now they're living a full life with kiddos.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's why,
And that's the dream.
he's done his back. Of course he has, because he's not
Every-
23 and has a kid.
As a guy who's like 3-ish years older than you, you'll do your back eventually. It happens to the best of us.
Thanks, can't wait.
Enjoy. I'll recommend some really good creams and back lotions, and you'll be great.
Can you put the cream on for me?
No.
Okay.
But we're playing Raiders. We're running through our endless house. And we're having fun at first. We're diving indoors.
Oh,
But you notice the second time, Bingo's a little bit slower than the
little
first
slow.
time. A little bit slower. And then the third time, that's a lot slower. And poor Bingo just gets run over.
hits hard.
And this again, we talk, everybody says Bandit's too perfect. Walk it off, sport.
Oh, that line is
Ugh.
because it's back on the dog play that they do in Takeaway, where he's like, stay, and he just does a pat on the head and walks away, and it's just like, come on, man, just a little bit, because
He's in work mode and not dad mode.
I don't think he was working today.
He was working today.
Personally, I don't
He
think
was
so.
working today.
I think he was doing some side projects.
If you are an archaeologist, there's a lot of prep and planning.
There is
he
okay,
was
yeah. No,
printing
that's
out
it.
his
No,
flight itinerary.
I'm out. Yep, I don't have anything.
He wasn't working.
I'm not an archaeologist, so I can't argue with that. You win. Great, thanks.
No, I think it was work because he comes back at 2 multiple times. He's actually in his office doing things. I think it's still a work day.
Okay. Fine. Good
Either
job,
that or he's
Bandit.
like, has a fantasy draft he's prepping for, and that's easier to say work day than that. That fantasy cricket that we all know and love.
Who's your favorite cricket player?
Favorite cricket player, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to go without any research because I just know off the top of my head because that's the kind of guy. I would say David Warner, For
Warner?
sure.
Really?
Yeah, David Warner. Steve Smith's pretty solid batsman. And, Glenn Maxwell's a good all-arounder, but, it's got to be Warner for me. I knew off the top of my head.
Oh, nice Google search.
Shut, you don't know that. You weren't watching me.
I'm not gonna do that. Oh, where to, Gumshoe?
Where to? Where to is to sadness mode. This is the rough point in the episode, man. This is, and this, I've said a couple times,
Go ahead.
a lot of times. Olivia is Bingo.
Yep.
And in this episode, a lot of Olivia being the little sister, a lot of Livy trying to find her voice. Even just when she was walking down the stairs and to go outside, she was walking so delicately
at a time.
One at a time. That's
so slow. It was one step.
So
one
Olivia,
step,
so
step.
cautious, so slow. And again,
Good call on
Liv's
that.
got a big sister who is very, very vocal, very loud.
Yep.
Not in a bad way at all.
No.
So, Livy in the same way we see future episodes too. Livy hasn't had to find her voice, hasn't had to find her big girl bark.
Yep.
So this one, while it's a strange episode for this, it really hits me.
Shocking.
It hits me close. Exactly.
Sorry, but
And then when we're downstairs and we just curl up in a ball and we're crying underneath the back porch or under the tree there. That's just, man, my girl. My poor Livy, my poor Bingo.
feel sad.
Feel the sad.
Well, when she walks by too, there's also that cut to the ladybug.
Okay. Yes, you mentioned this.
Yes.
So the ladybug.
So I think it's similar to the 4K thing that you see a lot, because who's the only person that sees the bugs in 4K?
Huh?
It's Bingo.
That's true.
And so in those moments, with her nickname too, it's her growing. Her name is Learn.
Well, she hasn't.
Larn. Sorry.
She hasn't grown yet. She's still in a rough place.
But the bug shows up, and it's what makes this episode very Bingo centric.
It does. We're getting these little clicks of it. These little
Uh-huh.
half-second. Ooh, something's up with Bingo.
Yep.
And now it's all
just,
coming.
why not show a ladybug? Because she's the bug girl. Who else do bugs play with but her?
That's true.
And it's just
Good
job. Good job, guys.
So, not gonna lie to you, again, I haven't watched this a ton of times. The
Mhm.
first time I saw this,
Yes.
whenever Bingo got bounced hard, it was always usually on her stomach area. I was wondering if this was going to be like a bathroom episode. Like,
Oh, really?
again, it was early when I didn't know exactly how old she was.
Uh-huh.
It's like, is she having bathroom issues? Do you have stomach aches or something like that? Is that what the issue is? I didn't really get into that point that it was a playing too rough type of thing. I thought it was like a,
Gotta poop.
I gotta poop. Let me be, Dad. So,
Ugh.
would have been less emotional if it was just, I gotta poop.
Yeah, that would have broken a little less bad, I guess you could say.
But again, we're all about learning. We're not Peppa Pig and just throwing trash into a garbage compactor and see what comes out. We are learning here today, Mike. We are growing here today. And that's thanks to a little help from our favorite hockey player, Mom.
Okay, question for you.
Yup.
Yup. So this is where we're growing into longer episodes, so buckle up, kids. Chili,
Yes.
what is she doing today?
I think we're going close to the same place, but seemed like she was playing hockey.
She's practicing some field hockey?
She was practicing. Maybe she, was coming back from a game or about to go to a
What's
game.
Dad got to do?
He's working.
What's Chili doing?
My note says, Dad's working, so maybe show up a little earlier, Chili. But
I have Chili slacking.
Oh, that might be a little harsh.
She's playing field hockey.
That's a little. But again, as work from home guy, there are times where the missus is like, hey, Greg, I've got there's a thing,
No, of course.
we have friends who want me to join a bowling league. Are you cool with taking care of the kiddos while I go do that? Sure.
Right.
It's a half day school from them, but I'm gonna go have lunch with my good friend Carrie. Good at watching the kids, even though you're working. Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Watch the kids.
It happens sometimes, especially if you are an archaeologist, where I don't think he's got too many conference calls, which little kids are going to show up on, I think he's fine.
All right, he's got it.
He's got it. Well, he didn't have it, but Chili.
Well, he didn't. No.
Chili to the rescue. Shows up, saves the day. Dad's playing too rough. Did you use your big girl bark?
Your what?
Your big girl bark. This is another phrase that is so used in our house. Almost, I don't want to say daily. At the very least, a couple times a week, though.
Really?
What? Or, just talking really quiet, or just gets upset. Just gets upset and can't find her words. Like, honey, use your big girl bark, and that usually works. She knows what it means. She knows that she knows she is the household bingo, and she knows to talk up, to speak up, to say what she feels, to say what she wants. So that line has been clutch.
I don't want Finn to learn the phrase "big girl bark" because he already has his big girl bark. it's a no, bro. So
big girl bark.
You keep that on your side of the
big girl bark is for us is like use your words.
Right.
Because a lot of times it can be just versus, actually talking to us. And that's a
good way to put it.
She's 4. She's little. She's learning. Bingo's learning. Liv's learning. Finn's learning. We're all learning. Me and you, guess what?
What?
We're learning.
Don't say that. Don't look me in the eyes when you say that.
I didn't look in your eyes. I looked into your soul. Is that better? We get the Chili moment.
Yes.
Another moment that I very much enjoy. We get the knock on the door.
Slacker.
We get the knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Go away. Bandit is trying to get some work done.
He's trying to get
so
his
hard.
Stuff did.
Just go away.
It's his one moment that he's actually getting work done in the episode.
He's trying so hard. He printed something earlier. He printed a thing and then beeped it hard.
Excuse me. Yes, he absolutely did.
And then Bluey, just when everybody walks in the room, Bluey's grinning ear to ear.
The eyes are just
she's so excited.
Halfway.
You're in trouble.
Oh, it hurts my. Oh.
But Bingo just has something to tell Dad. Playing too rough.
Yep.
Just forget she's younger, and if she tells Dad,
one day
I want to play, still want to play. It's not so rough.
That's cool too, because that's how she was in the entire episode. She wanted to play.
Yeah, she wanted to be a part of it
every time. She was so excited every time.
When you're little one, life is a little trickier.
She's only 4.
She's only 4. But then I wasn't a big fan of the next part. Like, to be honest.
When Bandit apologizes?
No. The apology was good. I'll learn. But like, hey, let's see how hard I can hit you, and it's okay.
Sure.
That part was a little weird to me.
Yeah. Cut back 2 seconds.
Okay, yes.
When he apologizes.
Yeah.
Like, they walk in. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
Bandit looks at Bingo. He doesn't look up to Chili to be like,
what's going on?
Should I mess up? He literally just keeps eye contact the whole time with Bingo. He says, sorry. He calls her, gosh. It's like a
squirt?
Band. Buster! Keeping it. It's just, he uses cool phrases for nicknames for kids, and I love that with all my heart. But he does not disconnect eye contact with Bingo the whole time. The moment she says that, he's like...
And same with Chili. Chili's eyes were down too. Everybody was focused on... Although, other than Bluey was focused on...
Bluey's like...
all over the place.
Neener.
But we had Buster, we had Squirt, we had May. We had a lot of them this episode.
Yes. So that's... I dig that because that shows that he's focused. And then he does the... does the bouncy ball thing. It's like prove the point, and it didn't upset Bingo really, but it's like, we don't need this, like, how hard can I punch you moment. I think you should know as Dad, which is okay. But again, he's not perfect. Nobody is. Nobody's perfect.
But I enjoy it because with all the serious, all the, kind of like weirdness that this episode is, nothing beats the weirdness of the final scene of this episode.
Why is that?
Boy, howdy. So look around, Ball's missing again.
Gosh, darn it!
They go to find,
and his office chair is gone too, which I find ironic and funny because he could have just been like, I could just sit in my office chair instead.
They go looking.
Oops!
I like when they open the door to the bathroom. Everybody's there and just like shocked face. And we've got Bolly sitting on the toilet. Do you mind? I also enjoy it's the small things. To-do list.
Yes. Nope. It's on
Yeah.
there. Absolutely.
PTA,
PTA frowny face.
fix TV. Now I feel like, because Beth and I are big PTA folk, we go, our PTO for our area.
Yes,
but
sure.
we go every month, both for Liv school and Emily school. I feel like the healers would be PTO type of folk. I feel like they're the ones volunteering at the bake sales. I feel like they're the ones, going for the big events. I was surprised that PTA, frowny face.
What do you think they're
Unless
making
PTA
for?
means something else in Australia.
Oh man, I don't know. Does that?
I don't know. What do you think I'm making for?
What do you think the PTA or what do you think the healers are making for the bake sale at Christmas time?
PTA means Public Transit Authority.
Oh, does it really? Oh no! Never mind. What do you think?
Although, it also could mean proficiency testing Australia. And it
helpful.
It could also mean physical therapy assistant. It doesn't look like it's got anything to do with school, though. Hey, help us out. Oliver, I'm looking at you because whenever I say, hey, somebody in Australia, help us out, it's our home man, Oliver Midson. So help us out. PTA.
We swung and missed.
We swung and missed, and it happened so much. Thank you for the Brisbane edit the other week. We appreciate pronunciation. PTA. Is that Parent Teacher Association over there?
What's that
Or
mean?
is that something else?
We appreciate you every episode. Thank you so much.
Oh, goodness.
Okie dokie.
But with that, the episode comes to an end.
We did
Just as awkwardly as it starts for us,
Jeez.
it ends this week.
Somehow you guys stuck with us. Hopefully, maybe, guys and gals and everybody in between, whatever. Thank you.
Well, we're not at thank yous.
We're not at thank yous yet? Oh.
Because I gotta know,
Why is
hey,
that?
Mike, who's your favorite character?
You're going to be so happy and proud of me.
Uh-oh.
It's my girl, Bingo.
It's Bingo. Really? Okay.
Bingo.
Give me more, because it's not for me.
Bingo hit it hard. It was the little steps. It was she found her way. She got the Bingo bark. It just made it for me. It really did. Not to pause for too long, and I'll clean that up.
Bingo's journey?
Bingo's journey was it's just because she was so excited to play every game. Like, first game happened, too hard of a game. Dad was too rough. Sure. And then the next game, Bluey's like, because Bluey, I'm going to give credit to Bluey across the board here. She can come up with games like a champ. Holy cow. And then Bingo was just like, yeah. Because she was in for it. She wanted to
be a part of it.
She wanted to. And the eyebrows, again, they pop up. So it's other way, right? I don't know. So
Again,
that's mine.
They can't see you. They can't see your arm motion.
In air traffic.
Save that for the live shows, buddy. Save that for the live shows.
One day. Hey, Greg.
Yo.
Question. Who was your favorite character today, man?
Mum, a.k.a. Chili. She
Really?
had such a short amount of time in this episode,
Uh-huh.
but we had sad Bingo. Everything was difficult. Everything was sad. And we just see the field hockey ball roll up. And then it just kind of, the tone changes. The music changes right there. And then Chili, what's going on? What's wrong? What can we do to help? How can we fix this? Making sure Dad was aware. I've had times where I haven't realized I've made the kids sad. I made, a dad joke that didn't land well, and they go in the other room and they're sad, and then Beth goes in and cleans up my mess and helps me out. And that's what Chili did today. My pick too hards aren't throwing them across yoga balls, because I usually like the
Have you done
that type of
before,
things.
Do you own a yoga ball?
We do. It's currently deflated. So that would be very painful. But we do like the, my big thing is holding them by their ankles and swinging them like they're a clock and going ding dong ding. So I'm the fun dad who plays hard like that. But the things are usually when I make the jokes or do like the little bit of teasing. Upcoming special episode. A little bit of teasing sometimes that teases a little bit too hard and ends up with sad littlies that Beth has to clean up my mess. So Mom did that. Chili did that today.
Wow.
Saw a little bit of Beth and Mom today, especially again. Beth, field hockey, same. That's her Chili vibe. The
Does
field
Beth
hockey lady.
play field hockey?
Yes, we've talked about this many times on this show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to edit that out.
But, Mom for me.
Interesting. Interesting. Hey, Greg.
Yo, again.
What was your favorite thing?
I liked Raiders. I very much like the.
Really?
I like the setup of that game where you go da 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 da, and Raiders. I just enjoyed that very. They have Raiders of the Lost Ark in Bluey World. That's fun to me. That was interesting. The game itself, just rolling the ball and diving out of the way was cool.
World's longest hallway ever.
The world's longest hallway. It was good. It was fun. It was like of the games that they played, my favorite. So that was my favorite thing. But Mike, what was your favorite thing?
Oh, my favorite thing was when Bandit didn't break eye contact with Bingo. It meant a lot to me, like seeing him. Apparently, I am the Bingo
of the two of us.
Fan cast this episode.
You're the Lucky's dad.
You're
the Lucky's dad.
Hush up.
You know that fills your heart with joy. But continue.
He looks at her and he doesn't walk away. He doesn't break eye contact. He walks away from his work. He looks at her and he's just like, "I'm sorry, Buster." Like just
not being defensive.
He doesn't look at Chili. Like, should I fix this? Doesn't look at Bluey being a butt cheek and saying, "You're in trouble." He looks at Bingo and just says, "I'm sorry." He doesn't break eye contact at all. That's man. Let's
get some good dadding.
That's some good dadding.
Yeah. It's easy, especially when mom's there. He's like, "I didn't mean to."
Right.
That wasn't what it was. Acknowledging your feelings, giving my full attention. Let's fix this. So I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
So all that said, what do you rank this one?
Oh, I give this episode Yoga Ball, I give 14 boings.
14 boings.
Yeah. As heavy, I don't know how heavy the boings are. That's how I place that one. Yeah. You? Greg, how do you rank this episode, man?
I rank this one 2 rough.
Oh. What?
Ba-dunch.
How many?
2 rough.
It's
a joke on Big Girl Barks.
Yeah.
Thank you. As always. Now it's thank you time, Mike.
Everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We're having fun. We're enjoying this. We're loving the folks reaching out. We've got some, thank you again, for Hammer Barn helping us out the other week.
Yes.
And getting us a sneak peek, at least, third-party sneak peek of season 3 and all the other craziness that happened. Thank you to them. Thank you everyone else. I know we have some other guests that'll be contributing here shortly, and appreciate all of them. Appreciate the listeners. Couple of quick plugs at Watching Bluey, as always. Follow us. Speaking of Watching Bluey, new email alert. We are now watchingbluey@gmail.com.
Update.
I made that lovely email address a lot shorter because I kept typoing it. So I am sure you guys were too. So we're now just watchingbluey@gmail. We are down to our last couple weeks to get in on your very own Two Bandits Watching Bluey logo t-shirt.
Yeah, we're out there, aren't we?
We're up there.
It's buck wild.
We're getting some good sales. We're closing. We're getting so close to that $100 mark as far as money that we can donate to the RSPCA Australia. Again, I say t-shirts. We've got coffee mugs. We've got travel.
Magnet.
I was about to say magnets, travel mugs. Stickers. Any bit helps. Anything. The goal is to get to at least $100, to be able to donate here. That'd make our hearts happy this holiday season. So please help us out to get that last little bit away there.
Anything you buy, also hit us up. Let us know on the Twitter and say, "Yo, guys, we picked this up, and I love it. And this is my kid's favorite shirt ever."
I was about to say, put the picture.
Least favorite shirt.
Put your picture yourselves on with your merch, your shirts, whatever. Add us at Watching Bluey. We love to see it. Last plug, as always, if you want your own yoga ball, if yours is flat like mine, visit the Yoga King products in Salisbury, Australia on Chrome Street. Yoga King products. It's good if it's coming from the king, my friend. Make sure you might have to take a vacation day for this one because they are only open from 9:30 to 1:30 p.m. So short hours and closed on Sundays.
They do work. That's it. They're just doing work.
They're just doing work. Probably the other half day they're working from home.
That's right. Maybe. Who knows? Outside of that, I mean, they probably have that same thought process of one thing.
That it's got to be done.
It's got to be done.